What is going on? Charles Botensten here, and this may be one of the last lives that I do in a while. And the reason being is that let's just talk about pre-commitment, 2019, our goals and everything like that. So for me, I'll just give you, I became self-aware that I needed to pre-commit to something or else it would never happen. In other words, if I go in and I say, hey, listen, I'm going to do something in the future. If I don't have a day, if nothing is set in my calendar to actually do it, then I won't do it. Okay? That means going to the gym, meeting a friend, starting the company, whether that's eating correctly, whether that's approaching someone, whatever the case is, I need it in my calendar. I need an event. In other words, imagine someone says, hey, listen, I'm going to get married. What's going on, Erwin? Imagine someone says, I'm going to get married and I don't know when, but I'll let you know. You know, it's probably going to be this year. You know, it will probably be this year, but I don't know when it will be. Imagine someone said that, or sometime soon in the future, I might do something. You know, listen, when it comes down to it, and by the way, the lives will probably go away because I'll tell you why. So I'll just give you the backstory. Let's go with health-wise backstory. So I played sports, you know, when I was younger, up until about 22. Then I became a lazy piece of shit, and I didn't actually care about nutrition. I didn't really go to the gym, or I went to the gym, but it wasn't consistent. Then I started taking up cycling. Then I went to La Vuelta, which is in Puerto Rico, which is a race. And I was so new, didn't know what was going on, nutrition, all those things. And then I said, you know what? I'm kind of feeling like a piece of shit right now, and I need to commit myself to something. So then I started going to the gym regularly. I started biking regularly, say in the last year. That's when I really started to commit. This year, I saw a documentary 2 days ago, and it's called Iron Mind. Okay, this isn't about you. This isn't about me. This is about you. So in other words, I saw this documentary called Iron Mind. Okay, maybe there's something that you saw that you want to do. This one is about someone who's never done a triathlon, never done an Ironman ever at any time. And he is committing to conquering his demons, which was in New York City. He failed. His name is Brian Rose. Brian Rose, he owns the YouTube channel London Real. You can go check it out. I think he has 600, 700,000 subscribers. Big channel. This is the thing. He comes back to New York City. He doesn't like it because this is where he failed. This is where he was an alcoholic. This is where he started getting into drugs. This is where his girlfriend broke up with him. This is where his business failed. His life failed. He gets on a flight. He goes into London. Rest is history. 17 years later, he has a very successful business and channel and everything like that. Listen, for me, I saw that and I saw myself in that. I saw myself conquering the demons that I need to conquer. And I said to myself, listen, there's two ways I can do this. Number one is regret, or number two is I'm nervous, but let's do something about it. There was a coach in that documentary that helped him along. She's world renowned. She's helped out someone else who is in prison. He was into drugs really bad. Like he was just a really bad person in the 70s and the 80s. But for him to get sober and to get off drugs and to put his addiction and his focus on something, he did triathlons. Okay, imagine this is something else for you. Okay, eating right, better relationship, business, whatever the case is for you guys. All right, I saw that. I reached out to that woman who was the coach in that yesterday, and I emailed her and I said, hey, listen, I just saw this documentary. Is this something that, you know, you're open to doing? Do you have any open slots, any coaching slots? She said, hey, listen, let's grab a call tomorrow. Let's talk about it. I said, holy shit, I can't believe she actually emailed me back. I can't believe that she wants to talk, because I saw this documentary, which has, you know, 500,000-600,000 views, very popular, both of them. And I was like, I want to do this. So we got on a call about 2 hours ago. And the biggest thing with that call was I'm really scared. So with the triathlon, let's just go into this. So this is my story. And I'm not saying, oh, selfishly look at me. But I'm going to be able to actually apply this to other areas of my life where I say, you know what, I'm really afraid of maybe things in business or in relationships, and I need to apply what I'm learning in this training. So she says, Do you want to commit to this? And I said, yeah. And she goes, all right, it's going to be really hard. I said, let's do it. So I just hired her. I'm really, really scared. She said, okay, we need a race to actually build up to. I said, okay, great. I'm totally new. I don't know where to start. I don't know the equipment. I was looking at it yesterday on YouTube, and when I get somewhere, I get obsessed. So I started looking up YouTube videos. I had no idea that there was rules and regulations between triathlons. I had no idea that there was special equipment. I had no idea about the nutrition or the training. I was totally green. I didn't even know. I thought you just get on a bike or you swim or you run and then you're done. Okay, I'm totally wrong. There's people that do this for a living and make good money. Okay, and by good money, most people don't. But for me, I was like, you know, fuck it. Let's look at this. So she said we need a race to actually commit to. I said, perfect. Which one do you recommend? She goes, well, from your voice, it sounds like you want kind of a challenge. I was like, yeah, I do. She said, okay, great. Let's do Atlantic City in September. I was like, okay, great. How long is that? She goes, well, it's a half Ironman. I said, that sounds long. She said, yeah, it is. And it takes a lot of commitment. And it takes a lot of removing shit from your life, food and sleep and other areas that you want to do, but you can't do. So I said, let's do it. Then I started thinking, well, that's kind of far away. You know, like, can we do things before then? She said, sure. What do you want to do? I said, maybe another one? She said, yeah, we could do that. We could do 2 half Ironmans. So I have pre-committed to at least 1 Ironman, half Ironman, okay? Why am I saying this? Because I'm afraid. I don't have any of the equipment. I haven't swam in 15 years. I haven't ran in, I hate running. I hate running. I'm fine cycling. I am fine. I can zone out. I can see I'm going miles per hour. The scenery, I can get into my mind. But I can tell you right now that the pre-commitment to 2 things. Number 1 is that I am committed to her. She's my accountability partner. So I'm committed to her, because if I don't do what I'm saying, I'm letting not only myself down, I'm letting her down. I've also committed to the race, okay? So that's 2 things. So how can we apply this to your life? Okay, so number 1 is the accountability partner is massive. It is everything. Why? Because I don't want to fucking do this. I don't. I just have this sickening feeling in my mind that I just have this yearning that I don't want to regret anything. Number 1. Number 2 is that I look at it is if I don't have an accountability partner, I'm not going to do it. I'm not. Maybe there's people that are self-motivated. Awesome. That's great. That's not me. Okay? This comes down to your self-awareness. Your self-awareness, which is, okay, great. You're pre-committed, but are you actually going to be able to do those calls or the income, or you want to get into a relationship? You know, here's the best example. You're getting married, or it's the summer body. I want to get that summer body. Awesome. Great. So you have a goal. Okay? But what are you going to do up until then? It's really not about the end goal. It's all about what's leading up to that. It's all about the activities. That's what I've noticed is that, yeah, you want to make $100,000 or $50,000 or $25,000, whatever it is for you. I wanted to make a certain amount of money by age 25. That didn't happen. I wanted to make I love the idea about accountability partner, but ego at times tells me it's a babysitting, so I struggle with that. So she actually brought that up. I'll finish this thought and I'll get to that. Very good point, Erwin. So this is the thing, okay? I need the goal in mind, which I had at age 25, age 30, age 32. I wanted to make a certain amount of money. But the problem is that I didn't know how to get there. I didn't know what to do to get there. Okay, so having a summer body is really easy. You have to go to the gym and you have to eat correctly. Okay, that's a goal and that's easy. But when someone says, I want to make more money, or I want to buy a house, or I want to get a new iPhone or whatever, you have the goal, but you're like, how do I get there? Okay, so it's the most important thing with a goal that nobody talks about is what activities are you going to do? So for me, what training am I going to do? I already have the goal. I have the accountability partner, which is my coach. But what are the activities I need to do? So if I want to make a certain amount of money in real estate, I need to make calls which start tomorrow, okay? If I want to get a better body, my activities are when I can eat a salad or I can eat a hoagie or deli sandwich, I'm going to eat a salad, okay? I had that this morning. I went to Whole Foods, they put away the oatmeal. I already worked out before then. And I went there and all that they put out, so they took away the oatmeal because it was after the breakfast time. So I looked around, I was like, there's pasta and sauce. There's all this shit laid out. I don't know if you've been to Whole Foods, but they got a good spread going on lately. And you have just your endless choice of shit, good, bad, this is what I need to eat. It was hard because I was hungry and I felt I deserved it. But because I have this end goal and I needed these activities to reach that end goal and I have the accountability partner, it's really me. But I need that in my life or else I'm never going to reach it. Going to ego. Ego, whether you believe it or not, someone said it's edging God out, okay? And God could be universe, source, goals, whatever you want to put in there, okay? It doesn't really matter what word you use for God. Okay, what really matters is that you're edging your goals. You're edging things out of your life that you need in your life. So in other words, what do I need in my life? I need to say that going out at night or eating a shitty breakfast is less important to me than my ultimate goal. So in other words, what I'm doing is I'm allowing things into my life, which are this person coaching me and telling me what to do. I'm allowing her to dictate my food, my equipment, my schedule. I'm giving her control. Okay, so if you've ever played a sport or if you've ever had a good manager, you are accountable to that person, but you have that one big C word, coachable. And if you are not coachable, you will never succeed in life. You also have to, and I noticed this last year, all right? This is one of the biggest things that you'll ever learn in life is that you're good at one thing. You're good at only one thing. For 9 years of my real estate career, this is very important advice that I'm gonna give you because you don't wanna go 9 years as a stubborn fucking person like I was, okay? I went 9 years. I can do the video editing myself. I could do the filming myself. I could design the thumbnails myself. I could do all these. I can write myself. But you know what? It was taking me away from my one thing. So you know what I found out last year? That I have to hire people that are better at making thumbnails. I have to hire people that can write better than me, that can design better than me, that can edit better than me. I'm not the best at that. Okay? I'm also not the best at keeping myself accountable. So I need to have that person. Okay? That's really hard to get there. Okay? Are you part Irish? Yes. I didn't grow up in, but my grandparents are from Roscommon, which is the middle of fucking nowhere. And everyone that I tell that to, they say, oh, sorry to hear. In other words, I'm glad that they came over. Okay, because obviously, and they went through, not the greatest times when they came here. Irish Americans were treated like shit. My grandfather, I'll just give you this real quick backstory, is that my grandfather was not allowed a job at Chase in 1910 because they called them monkeys because they were very hairy when they came over, and they said Irish need not apply. So Irish Americans back in the day, I mean 100 years ago, were not really treated correctly, and neither were most people. So it's not like, there's something, obviously Black Americans, women, all of that. Today, the gratitude that I have, or maybe Black Americans have, or women have, is that if you're not taking advantage of the opportunity of your ancestors or of your past or the people before this, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. You will have what I am most afraid of is lying a bed, that someone is feeding me food, and I have no ability to get up and walk around or to get up and go outside because I'm now in a nursing home. And I look back in my life and I say, I should have. So Erwin, to your question is, what is your why? All right, I'll give you the why of this person on the phone call. So the coach was telling me, she's like, why do you want to do this? I was like, well, I don't have a wife. I don't have any kids. I don't really have the commitment or the why of most people. So this is the thing, is she told me a story of a guy she just brought on. He's from Boston and he's doing it for, I think, his mom that just died. Okay, that's a big why. I don't have anyone that I know that has cancer. I don't know. I'm not doing it for my kids. I'm not doing it for a charity. I'm not doing it because of military veterans. I'm not doing it for anything. So really what I told her is my why right now is not living up to the potential that I have. However, the why has to supersede anything. Supersede you saying you should do this, but you don't want to do this. Okay, so in other words, she told me you have to sign up for this website, which costs money. You have to buy this equipment. So in other words, my ego, per Erwin's question, is that my ego could say, nah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to really do that. I don't want to buy the equipment. I don't want to sign up for this app. I don't want to send you my heart rate or my daily training schedule. I don't want to send you blah, blah, blah. I don't want to send you those things, okay? That's my ego talking. Why? Because I'm going to be judged on that. And the thing is, she can't do her job unless she is judging me, unless she is seeing my activity. If she doesn't know my nutrition or my activities or my work schedule or my previous commitments to children, which I don't have, or a spouse that I don't have. She needs to know that. I said there's 2 things this year that I really, really want to do. Number 1 is blow up my business. And number 2 is meet someone a partner, not as a wife, but meet a partner that is also into healthy eating, self-development, and training and things like that. I said those are my only goals, okay? The work is something that I'm confident I could do. The partner, I'm gonna do the best that I can. When it comes to the triathlon and hiring you, that is your job. And I didn't say it that way, but I said, I will defer to you on everything. I will defer to you that what you tell me is correct. It's hard, Erwin, it's hard. It took me 9 years. But you can think of it the other way, which is I'm always right, or other people are always wrong, or I don't need to listen to anyone. It's not easy. And she said, listen, I'm gonna give you a little tough talk. I said, that's fine. I would rather have that than you pussyfoot around that I'm not training hard enough, or I'm not reaching the goals I should, or I'm not doing the nutrition I need. Because I can overtrain and I'm not eating correctly, or I can undertrain and not reach my goals, okay? I'm deferring everything to you, okay? To do that for someone like me, who's a perfectionist and a control freak, that took a lot. That took a lot. It's not easy, all right? So what do I implore you to do? I would say pre-commit to something, some thing that you're afraid that I'm frightened of this. That's a fact, okay? I'm gonna be vlogging my daily, so it's CB Vlogs. So you could go subscribe to it if you want, but it's gonna be for people that are just gonna come along for the journey. It's not gonna be fancy editing. It's just gonna be me talking about it. So that's gonna be CB Vlogs. I haven't uploaded anything to that, but on there I'm gonna say what I'm good at, what I'm bad at, the failures, the successes, and things like that. So I'm gonna be essentially just videoing it, not for money or sponsors, which obviously are not going to come, but it's me looking back and be like, holy shit, I remember that. Ego is the enemy. Yeah, that's a good read. Listen, like anything, if you're not ready, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'll give you the best example is I get asked all the time, Charles, what book should I read? Like, I don't know. Like, what are you into? Charles, what should I... Another one is, hey, Charles, I'm looking to get into real estate. What do you recommend? I don't know. Like, you gotta, I was there at one time. I understand, people that, someone just emailed me. They're like, I'm in real estate. I'm looking to start my own company. Okay. Okay, great. Yeah, it's not easy. It's expensive. and you have all of the overhead that company was paying for. That's not fun. I know Erwin, you texted me a question. It's the same thing. You have to understand that there's 3 areas to get to your goal, and it has taken me so long to understand this. The first one, you need the goal. The second one is you need the accountability. And the third one is you need to have the activities. The activities are the most important thing. It's not that I make 15 calls tomorrow. It's that I made calls for my goal on my accountability to get 100,000 or 200,000 or 300,000, whatever your income goal is. If you want a relationship, I can't sit back and say, it's gonna fall into my lap. Guess what I had to do this morning? Talk to a girl on a subway right after the gym when I was tired. I didn't want to, I was hungry, I was a little bit cranky, and guess what I did? I talked to her. We went from the platform into the subway all the way up, and you know what I noticed? She wasn't really my type, so I didn't go for her number, okay? I can't just sit on the platform expecting her to talk to me. That's not gonna happen, okay? If I have a goal, I have to take the activities. Is it easy? No. Do you wanna do it? No. And are you gonna fail? Yes. Does it suck? Yes. But you have to understand that the activity and the accountability to reach the goal. I wouldn't even have a goal, I would just have the activities. The activities and the accountability are the most important thing, all right? That's my story. I'm not gonna go live because not as often, and I am gonna have to eliminate everything that's a distraction in my life because I'm going to be absolutely consumed by this, okay? And those are my goals. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really frightened. I'm really scared. I don't know what to expect. I told her the first race, which is 70 miles. By the way, 70 miles, that's a decent amount of miles. I said, I just want to finish. Okay, I don't give a shit about my time. Of course, I'm gonna try as hard as I can. I just wanna finish. The second one, I wanna improve on my time. I'm not going out there unrealistically out of the gate trying to crush all of these things in my mind that say, I wanna win. No fucking way am I gonna win, all right? And it's not like, oh, Trolls, you should be more optimistic. Listen, there's people that have been doing this for years, okay, that are taking it way more seriously. For me, it's gonna be a lifestyle. For me, it's gonna be forever. So, just be honest. Your accountability could be to social media. All right, guys, so have an amazing Sunday. Enjoy. I'm gonna start putting out some regular content. Let me know volume, music, thumbnails, content, whatever. You could downvote. My ego, my feelings, my emotions. I don't have that anymore. And, I removed the music because someone said it sucks. I also removed how long it was because people said it was terrible. I also cut down on the length of the videos because people said it was too long. So I'm completely open to it. You guys leave the comments, subscribe to the video. Also go to CB Vlogs. It was vlogs from like 2005, 2006 when I was in Europe, but now I'm gonna start uploading there. So have an amazing day. Let me know what your goals are for this year. I will hold you accountable. Erwin, you fucking knob, put down your goals, all right? You comment all the time. You're always on these lives. I'm calling you out, just like my coach called me out and said, why are you gonna do just one? Why don't you do two? Oh God, all right, fine, coach. So leave your comments. Everyone here, if you're scared, then your head is, it's easy to say. That's the thing, it's easy to say. It's easy. It's easy to quote. It's easy to see The Rock. It's easy to see these finishers on TV from your couch. It's easy to me talk about it in my warm comfort of sitting on a chair in my office. Okay? It's easy. That's easy. Super easy. Go out there. Do it. What are your goals? All right, enjoy your Sunday. Let me know the content and everything else you want me to talk about. CB Vlogs is where I'm gonna be uploading it. To that one, I really don't give a shit if anyone watches it. It's really for me. Have an